In fact, it was 2 days of nasty, somewhat intense negotiations with a lot of arm twisting, according to the sources I've been speaking to. But by the close of business here in Vienna, they have something that looks pretty credible. 1.2 million barrels a day equates a cut of 2 to 2.5% per producer, depending on who that producer is. But let's be realistic. It's 700,000 barrels plus from Saudi Arabia and Russia. So I asked the Russian energy minister, Alexander Novak, how did they land on this magic number of 1.2? Let's take a listen.
First of all, I think that the market was actually expecting us to cut 1 to 1.2 million barrels per day, and making any more aggressive moves than this was not necessary in our view, as there are too many uncertainties in the market. We don't want to act now, and have to make a completely different decision and a 180-degree turn in a few months, because the market changes. It may look like the market has stabilized over the past years, but in fact, I think that there are many more unpredictable factors and uncertainties affecting it at the moment. And to name just a few, trade wars intensifying and lack of clarity as to which direction they move in, the sanction policy of various countries also being unpredictable and unsystematic. So overall, I think we have made a balanced, right move.
You have this unusual situation where you have OPEC, non-OPEC cooperation, but you have a U.S. president, President Trump, trying to intervene in the activities and calling for low prices. Is it actually detrimental to the process, or can you shut out the noise from the U.S. president?
When we make decisions, we of course first of all look at the interest of our country, of the Russian Federation, and at what is best for our economy and for the market at the same time. So we're looking in the supply and demand balance, and we are trying to find ways which, in accordance with the agreements, international agreements we make, would help us alleviate the challenges and difficulties which the market currently sees, be that oversupply or undersupply, or like now, when we have to cut to avoid mounting surplus. So that is why, we are more driven by fundamental factors.
And not the U.S. president.
I've mentioned that before in one of the interviews, that our decisions, we try to base our decisions on more fundamental factors than tweets.